Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate 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 Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrutyam
Narayanam Namaskrit
Naranchaiva Narottamam
Naram Deva Narottamam
Devin Saraswatin Vyasam
Devin Saraswati Nyasam
Tato Jayamudit
Tato Jaya Mudiraye
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayesu Bhadresu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke
Bhagavate Uttama
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiti
Bhaktin Bhavati Naistiti
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 19, text number 14. So 1, 19, 14. Please repeat the sloka behind me. Tasyaiva me aghasya parāvareśo
Tasyaiva me aghasya parāvareśo
vyāsakta-cittasya ghṛheṣu abhīkṣṇam
vyāsakta-cittasya gṛheṣu abhīkṣṇam
nirveda-mūlo dvija-śāpa-rūpo
nirveda-mūlo dvija-śāpa-rūpo
yatra prasakto bhayam āshu dhatte.
yatra prasakto bhayam dhatte.
Word by word warning. Please repeat behind me. Tasya,
Tasya,
his,
his,
eva,
eva,
certainly,
certainly,
me,
me,
mine,
my,
aghasya,
aghasya,
of the sinful,
of the sinful,
parā,
parā,
transcendental,
transcendental,
avara, mundane,
mundane,
īśaḥ,
īśaḥ,
controller, the Supreme Lord,
controller, the Supreme Lord,
vyāsakta,
vyāsakta,
overly attached,
overly attached,
cittasya,
cittasya,
of the mind,
of the mind,
gṛheṣu,
ghṛheṣu,
to family affairs,
to family affairs,
abhīkṣṇam,
abhīkṣṇam,
always,
always,
nirveda-mūlaḥ,
nirveda-mūlaḥ,
the source of detachment,
the source of detachment,
dvija-śāpa,
dvija-śāpa,
cursing by the brāhmaṇa,
cursing by the brāhmaṇa,
rūpaḥ,
rūpaḥ,
form of, yatra,
yatra,
whereupon,
whereupon,
prasaktaḥ,
prasaktaḥ,
one who is affected,
one who is affected,
bhayam,
bhayam,
fearfulness,
fearfulness,
ashu,
so
very soon,
very soon,
dhatte,
dhatte,
take place.
take place.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanavandesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai
Jai
Shri.
Srila Prabhupada.
Please repeat the translation behind me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead,
The Supreme Personality of Godhead,
the controller of
the controller of
both the transcendental and mundane worlds,
both the transcendental and mundane world,
has graciously overtaken
has graciously overtaken
me in the form of
me in the form of
a Brahmana's curse.
a Brahmana's curse.
Due to my being
Due to my being
too much attached to family life,
too much attached to family life,
the Lord,
the Lord,
in order to save me,
in order to save me,
has appeared
has appeared
before me
before me
in such a way
in such a way
that only out of fear
that only out of fear
I will detach myself
I will detach myself
from the world.
from the world.
Purport. Maharaja Parikshit, although born in a family of great devotees, the Pandavas, and although securely trained in the transcendental attachment for the association of the Lord, still found the allurement of mundane family life so strong that he had to be detached by a plane of the Lord. Such direct action is taken by the Lord in the case of a special devotee, Maharaja Parikshit, could understand this by the presence of the topmost transcendentalist in the universe. The top resides with his holy with his devotees, and therefore the presence of the great saints indicated the presence of the Lord. The king therefore welcomed the presence of the great rishis as a mark of favor of the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna. So in this, Parshit Maharaj was speaking these things. So when he decided to be in the banks of the Ganges and to spend the 7 days to hear about the Lord's pastimes, so he decided that he came to the Ganges. By hearing this news, all over the universe, all the sages are assembled there. So he invited everyone. He invited everyone. He gave his obeisances to all the sages who were attended there. Then now he was talking. So what he is talking? See, he is talking that I was more attached to the material world. Parshit Maharaj, he is himself is saying that this is Lord's decision. Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since I was more attached to the family life, and in order to save me, the Lord appeared before me. He gave the one fear to me, like one fear in the sense, in the form of curse, the Brahmana curse. He gave it to me so that I will detach myself from this world and I can start the spiritual activity. So this is the realization of Parshit Maharaj. He was not lamenting. So this is the one of the great quality of the devotee of the Lord. So whatever the good or bad thing, the devotee of the Lord, they will always take it as a mercy of the Lord. So they won't, if anything coming, that is also mercy of the Lord. Any good thing is coming to us, that also the mercy of the Lord. If anything going out from us, that is also a good thing for us. Anything, if we are losing anything, then also it is for not, this is not decision, that is also good for me. That is the way that devotees will take that activities, whatever coming to us or going away from us. If we are gain or loss, devotee won't get disturbed. So how come the devotee can be like this? Because the Lord himself is staying in Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter 22 sloka. Ananya chintayanto mam ye jana paryupashate tesam nitya abhīkṣṇam yogaśemam mahamyaham. What he is saying that those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, so that means the exclusive devotion, who can do that? Only the devotees can worship the Lord with the exclusive devotion. Which, even though other devotees, other people can go and worship the Lord, but their intention is to get some material benefits only. But the devotees, without any expectation, that is called exclusive devotion. Without any expectation. What I can do for the Lord, what service I can do for the Lord. In that mood, the devotees will do the devotion. That is called exclusive devotion. And meditating on my transcendental form. So, transcendental form, Archa Vikraha, all the temples in the Archa Vikraha form, Lord is mercifully came in front of us in the Archa Vikraha form. They're meditating on the transcendental form. Krishna is saying that meditating my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. So Krishna here is confirming that if they are lacking something, suppose this is, if you take it in the bhakti way, the devotional service way, if we are lacking if any qualities for the devotion, and we have the we are doing the devotion, we are following all the regulative principles, everything we are following, we are doing we are not expecting, the devotees are not expecting anything from the Lord, but still, if there is anything lacking is there, Lord he will carry that to him. What he will carry, not confirming, he is saying that I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. So already what they have, he will preserve that. So the devotion, whatever the devotion the devotee has, it will be preserved by the Lord himself. And if there anything left out or lacking by the devotee for the complete exclusive devotion, Lord will carry that. So this is the confirmation Lord is giving. So in that way, if you take it, so anything, so our only duty is to do the devotional activities, devotional service. This is the only thing to do in the material life. And Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. So these are the 9 way of bhakti. It is described by Prahlad Maharaj to all the devotees of the Lord. So if you follow any one of, even if you catch hold of any one of the process, you can make your life perfect. This is the way Prahlad Maharaj is saying. So if devotees, if they catch hold of any one of the thing, if they understand that Lord is there to protect me. So whatever this material world, it is just a place where here I am here. It's the temporary place Lord given to me to make me realize who is Lord and what is relationship between myself and the Lord and how to go back to God. This is the only the school or college. See, we are in the material world also. We are going to school or college until unless we are completing that courses, we are passing out their exams, we are coming out of the college. We are not lifelong, we are not going to stay in a school or college. If you are failed, suppose if you are failed in the schooling itself, you will be repeating the same class again and again and again. Even how much year it will take, you need to be stay there in the class itself. You can't go beyond that until unless you are passing out from the class. The similar way, in this material world also, the examination is, death is our examination. So when the death happen, if we are able to remember the Lord, then we will go back to Godhead, we will come out of this material connectivity, we will go beyond the birth and death cycle. So if you are not able to remember the Lord, if you are thinking about the material attachment only, then we will be here only. We will be stay here only. So that is what Krishna is saying in this previous sloka, 9.21 in Bhagavad Gita. What Krishna is saying, I'm reading just a translation. What are you saying there? When they have thus enjoyed vast heavenly sense pleasure and the result of their pious activities are exhausted, they return to this mortal planet again. Thus, those who seek sense enjoyment by adoring to the principles of 3 Vedas achieve only repeated birth and death. Even a person who is following the Vedas, following the Vedas is a good thing because he will be in the regulated way of he will be in the regulated way of the life. The life will be regulated. He will be following the Vedas. So that is good. But here Krishna is saying that even though you are following the 3 Vedas, you will do the pious activities, and for the pious deed, you have to come back to this material world. You can't go out of this repeated birth and death. That's what here Krishna is saying. But what is required to go out of this material world, that's what he was saying in the 9.22. That is required. Yeah, exclusive devotion is required. So if you have the exclusive devotion, Lord will protect us in the any such circumstances. Whatever we are lagging, he will carry. Whatever we have already have, he will preserve. So in the Parishit, today's sloka, in the Parishit Maharaj case also, whatever Parishit Maharaj, he has all the materially, he was well versed. He was fully convinced. He was fully satisfied. In that situation, he was too much attached to the family life. So in order to, he was lagging there. What is his lagging? He was lagging that he need to go out of this material world. That is the lagging there. So Lord came there in the form of fear, the brāhmaṇa curse, and he untimely he will took away Parishit Maharaj from that through that curse, take away him from the family attachment. So once the family attachment gone out, it is not necessary. So if generally people, if they are detached from the family, general people, if they are not a devotee, then they will catch hold of what they will do. They will catch hold of all the other activities like whatever the four regulative principle for dharma, they will break all the four regulative principles if there is any problem with the family members or with the family. If they come out from the family, if something happen with disturbance happen with the family life, if they come out from the family life, immediately they will catch hold of all the, how can they break all the regulative principles? They will go for intoxication, they go for the gambling because they wanted to keep their mind in busy way, and they don't want to remember whatever happened to us. So that's why they will go into mostly they will go into the intoxication. But the devotees of the Lord here, see the Parishit Maharaj, he got the curse. He never, okay, he never said that, okay, only 7 days are there with me, so let me go and enjoy whatever the things are there with me. Let me go and enjoy the palatable food. There are palatable food, woman. There are so many things he can do. He was a king, he was a Kshatriya. He can do all those things, but he never take that path. What he take? He immediately cut off his family affairs as well as this material material world connectivity and what are the material opulences he left everything and he walked towards the Ganges of Yamuna, and he wanted to be there to concentrate on the Lord in all the 7 days, whatever he left with for him, all the 7 days, he wanted to only hear about the Lord and he wanted to go back to Gaudiya. That is the decision taken by the Parishit Maharaj. That is the quality of the pure devotee of the Lord. They will think about even the last situation, last time of last in the even they are in the last phase of life, they will always think about the Lord, how to utilize this limited time. How can I remember the Lord? How can I serve the Lord? That is the way they will think. So in the Parishit Maharaj here, he also thought in that way, and he invited. All the sages assembled there itself. So why they assembled? So here Prabhupada is explaining that the Lord resides with his devotees. Therefore, the presence of the great saints indicate the presence of the Lord. This is the great thing. So the Lord always resides with his devotees. Then how can we understand that Lord resides with these great devotees? In Srimad Bhagavatam itself, in 4.30.35, there is in the purport, Prabhupada is explaining that. There is a sloka. Lord is saying, Supreme Lord himself is confirming to Narada. So one time, Narada, he wanted to visit Vaikuntha. He wanted to meet the Lord. He was waiting in the outside. He was unable to get that appointment with the Lord, and he came out. Later, when he met the Lord, then he was asking, I came over there to wanted to meet you, but I unable to meet. Where were you? Then the Lord is confirming. What is confirming? Naham tistami vaikunde yoginam hrideshu vam tatra tistami narada yatra gayanti magdbhaktaha. What is saying? My dear Narada, actually, I do not reside in my abode. Vaikuntha, nor do I reside within the hearts of the yogis, but I reside in that place where my pure devotees chant my holy name and discuss my form, pastime, and qualities. So, this is the confirmation from the Lord himself. So, he is not residing in Vaikuntha. He is not residing in the hearts of the yogis, but he is residing in the place where devotees are chanting his holy name and discuss his pastimes, discuss his forms, discuss his qualities. So in that place, wherever we are discussing about the Lord, there he is available. So that's a confirmation Lord is giving. That is the reason here, in the Parishit Maharaj case, all the devotees assembled there, all the pure devotees assembled there from all over the universe, they are assembled there. That means wherever the Lord's pastimes, and why all the devotees we are calling them, when the Lord will be there in that place along with the great devotees, because the great devotees always they will chant them, always they will chant the holy name of the Lord. 24/7 they will be in the mood of chanting. They are 24/7, they will spend the time only chanting the holy name of the Lord. They will do chanting the holy name of the Lord. Otherwise, they will work for the Lord. Otherwise, they will preach about the Lord, or they will hear about the Lord. This is the qualities of the pure devotees of the Lord. So they will always connected with the Lord 24/7. That is the reason when the pure devotees, the assembly assembled there along with the Parishit Maharaj, therefore the Lord's presence is there in that place. So that is the reason that wherever the uh, devotees are there, that place Lord will be present, and Lord himself is, as we saw in the previous sloka, Lord is there in that place wherever the devotees are chanting the holy name of the Lord and discussing about the Lord's pastimes, Lord's form, anything connected with the Lord will be there in that place. So that is the reason here the Parishit Maharaj, he welcomed all the devotees of the Lord there, and he said for the, therefore, he welcomed the presence of the great rishis as a mark of favor of the Lord, Supreme Lord. So that is the favor of the Supreme Lord. So when there is a association required, Lord will immediately, if our desire is intense to connect with the transcendental world, to connect with the spirituality, automatically the Lord will make the arrangement so that the devotees will come and associate with us. So we will get the association of the devotees. We don't want to go anywhere. Lord will make the arrangement. See, we only need the desire to have the association of the devotee, have the association of how to have the mood to connect with the Lord. That is the only thing. We need only a desire. Rest of the thing, Lord will make the arrangements. So the today's sloka, it is discussed about, even though Lord is the controller of, Lord is the both controller of transcendental and mundane world, but he will always reside with the devotees heart. But in Mahabharata also, when Mahabharata, the exile happened with the Pandavas, the Lord, he's supposed to be there in Dwaraka, but he accompanied this Pandavas from the, always he was accompanied the Pandavas in all the circumstances. Whenever there is a requirement, Draupadi, once we discussed that Durvasa Muni entered their hut, and that time he asked, they came with the 10,000 disciples. They don't have anything to serve. Then immediately Draupadi, he remembered the Lord. He asked, how can I serve all these 10,000 devotees? The Lord also appeared in that place, because the devotees are in the situation, he put in a situation there. The Durvasa Muni came, means if he not satisfied that Muni, then he will curse. So in order to avoid that, Lord appeared there itself, and Lord asked the Draupadi, so give me some food. Then Draupadi told, what Krishna, what you also making fun of me? Yes, you know that this is the Akshaya Patra. Once I take the last food, and if I washed after that, the next day only the food will appear from this Akshaya Patra. So now it is not possible to take the food from this. Then Krishna told, see, if there is a small piece of food grain in that pot, if you give me that, like that, Krishna was saying that Draupadi took that pot and he was searching that. Krishna took that pot and he was searching. There is a small piece of food grain was there in the pot. So then immediately he took the one piece of food. Since we are all part and parcel of the Lord, if the Lord is satisfied, then everyone will be satisfied, right? The similar way, if you pour the water in the root, then all the tree, all over the tree, it will be flourished. All over the tree will be flourished, even in the leaves, or when fruits or flowers, anything in the tree, it will be flourished. Since we are also part and parcel of the Lord, like branches or leaves or fruits or fruits or flowers, like in the tree, if you pour the water in the root, the similar way, if Lord is satisfied, the Lord with a small piece of grain, the Lord got satisfied there. Then immediately the 10,000 disciples of Durvasa Muni, everybody, they were far away. They are taking bath in the river. They are preparing themselves to take the prasadam. But what happened that time? They all felt that they are fully satisfied. They took the feast. That kind of satisfaction they got because Lord took that one grains. Because of that, they got that. Then they left the place itself. So whenever there's a situation, we should have the firm faith that Lord will come and take care of me. And whenever we are feeling in the some of the lowering ourselves, we need to have the desire that okay, I'm feeling low now. I'm feeling problem with my material life. I want to come out from that. If you think for that, I need to catch hold of the devotional activities, devotional service. I need to remember the Lord. If you think only we need to think, okay, I need to connect with the Lord now. If you are able to think in that way, immediately Lord will make the arrangement. The association of devotees will come, and connectivity, the devotion will come in any form. You may have the desire to continue with the chanting, or you may have a chance to hear from the devotees, or you may able to read about the Lord. So just we need the devotional, any such of these devotional activities. The only we need the desire. Whenever we are having the problem in our mundane life, the normal material life, if we are having the problem, immediately we should not leave everything, we should not go away. We should not catch hold of any of these non-devotional activities. We just need to think about, okay, I'm facing this problem. Now I need to think about how to come out from these problems. So how to come out from the problem? I need to, okay, now I'm having the problem with material life. Let me catch hold of my spiritual activities. So if you catch hold of spiritual activities, the material problems will be taken care by Lord himself, because you are when the Lord, wherever the Lord's names are chanted, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you chant and if you hear about the Lord and if you read about the Lord, in that place Lord is appearing. Yes, any form, Lord is appearing. Lord himself is saying, I am appearing in any form. So if Lord is appearing in this place, then the material problems automatically it will go away from us. So the only thing we need to do is whenever there is always we need to be in the devotee means always there should be the exclusive devotion. Always, whatever the activities we are doing, it should connected with the Lord. Even though we are connected with the mundane world, the mundane work, if you get any problems, that time also the remedy is remembering the Lord and do some devotional activities there. Any activities, devotional service means any activities chanting the holy name of the Lord, reading about the Lord, hearing about the Lord. If you do any of these such activities, automatically we will relieve from the problem and we will be in the transcendental position, because Lord will appear in that place wherever we are discussing and wherever we are hearing about the Lord, wherever we are chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna. So this is the great sloka we discussed today, that how the Lord will taken care whenever we are taking care of the life of a devotee. Even though if it appears in the outside world, it appears that it is a curse. Somebody cursed the Parshit Maharaj, he got cursed and he will be going to die. But what is happening in the behind the scene is Lord is taking care of him. Lord is going to take him away from this material world, birth and death. So that's a great thing. That is great thing is going to happen. So outwardly, for the other mundane people, it will be a problem. But for a devotee, if you take this as a prediction and is a will of the Lord, it's a desire of the Lord, and connected, if you connected with the Lord through any form, such hearing, chanting, and discussing about the Lord, then automatically Lord will take care of us. Hare Krishna. Grandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.